Hi comrades, my name is Joksan. I am a centro organizer in Cebu.
Hello comrades, I'm Myra Opada. I'm working at Philippine Light Leather Incorporated located at MEPS 1, Lapu-Lapu City. It's an export processing zone.
I'm Maribik Inobal, volunteer organizer at paralegal ng Philippine Metal Alliance.
I'm Geoffrey Labudahon. I'm an organizer and educator of Centro. But my task is to organize and have an education training to the workers of the hotel and restaurant.
We organize workers because based on the information that we gathered, there's a lot of violations inside the company. As to workers' rights, especially the right of the workers to organize, the right of the workers to form unions, even right to associations.
The company, which is the Philippine Light Leather, the owner of that company is a German national. We are manufacturing leather jacket intended for winter and summer collection in Germany, specifically in Germany. But they are also exporting to US, Canada, Chile, China, and other countries. The raw materials came from Uruguay, and then the other materials, just like the accessories, the zipper, came from Germany.
Sa pag-oorganisa namin, napakalaki ng mga problema na dinadanas ng lahat ng mga workers sa metal industry, lalo-lalo na sa electronics, lalo-lalo ang unorganized. At 80% ng electronics workers ay women.
Hotel workers are much more different from the manufacturing because hotel workers are mostly has better wages, has a service charge, but does not excuse them from abuses like sexual harassment, non-payment of overtime, room quota policy, etc.
Inside the Philippine Light Leather company, before we produce a jacket, there should be an order from the customer, and then that customer belongs to different countries. After we are able to finish the jacket, it will be exported to Germany again, and then to US, to Canada, Chile, and then there is also in China. On the document, they only put the name of the customer.
Another one is the working conditions. Presently, the Adidas workers in Mactan Economic Processing Zones, they work extra time, so meaning there's no paid for an excess of an hours, 4 hours, that is for free. So that is, they call it charity work.
The root causes of these causes. For productivity, for being productivity focused, for not being proactive on OSHC issues and low union density, civil society, multilateral organizations, the capitalism or the profit motive as the root cause for this.
Our room quota policy it's a policy that mandatorily allowing the workers, hotel workers, room attendant to clean 12 to 15 rooms in a day. Most of the time from the other hotels without union it's 18, so without paying their overtime. For them to finish their quota, they need to take their breaks, lunch break, 1 hour break, and coffee breaks easily. The overtime most of the time is not paid by the management.
Takot ang manggagawang magbuo ng union dahil karamihan nga ay babae, karamihan ay contractual. More or less nasa 80% ang contractual na namimit ko dun sa pag-organisa. Ganon ang sistema ng mga nasa electronics.
In PESA, the anti-union policies are there, and we cannot organize the workers inside. And that means the workers have fear.
Because they were afraid to lose their jobs, to be terminated. If they form a union, they close the company, they close the establishment, So that is the very rampant violations of freedom of associations.
The reason why we organize a union because there's a lot of violation in the company. We started it with the 30 minutes unpaid work of the employee, and then we don't have the coffee break in the morning and in the afternoon. Way back 2015, Chris Philippine was merged to Philippine Light Leather, and then there is no proper information or orientation from the management if the length of service of the worker was being absorbed by the Philippine Light Leather company.
For ang working condition, lalo-lalo na ng mga nasa electronics. Dahil kinakaltasan sila ng SSS pero hindi siya naibigay o na-update yung kanilang premium. Tapos may aircon nga pero kailangan lang ay doon sa hindi sa tao kundi doon sa machine na kanilang hinahawakan. Mas inuuna yung machine kaysa doon sa tao.
We have also the issue about the congested locker room, the health and safety of the employee, because from the very start, the employee, especially in the cutting department which I belong, we are standing from the morning until in the afternoon. We don't have the chance to take a rest.
Violations of labor standards, below minimum wage, no payment on time. The very rampant problem there is the contractualization of workers. MEPS is composed of about 20,000 more or less employees, but sad to say, only few of them are regular employees.
There's a Marriott Hotel. Workers are suffering, particularly the women, are suffering from sexual harassment of the guests. To pacify the sexual harassment, to pressure the management of the Marriott to act or to provide actions, workers of the Marriott Hotel around the world are conducted a picket protest yesterday in different kind of mobilization. Here in the Philippines, we all of the Nurain, they had a picket protest forcing the Marriott to stop or act to the sexual harassment happening in the Marriott Hotel.
That is one of the reasons why we pursue to organize, because we wanted that the management will give us, I think, is the best for the employee.
Merong kaming napanalo. Ito yung Furukawa Automotive System N. Ito ay isang electronics firm na naka-located sa Batangas. Ito ay transnational at sa Japan ang owner kasi ang PMA ay affiliate sa isang global union at ito yung industry all na i-connect yung Japan Union para mag-support doon sa petition for certification ng Furukawa na nangyari noong January.
With regards to global supply chain training, that's very helpful for our work in organizing because it is very helpful to us in our work, especially the power mapping, the problem identifications, and I think this would be helpful to our team in institutionalizing this to our work and our team in Cebu.
It's an honor for me to join the 3D seminar and workshop with the JustJobs Network in terms of supply chain, because I was able to trace the supply chain of the Philippine Light Leather, where the raw materials and the destination of the finished product is. And then we will be able also to trace the supply chain of the Adidas, which we are working with right now.
Kung saan pwedeng i-connect yung global supply chains, makikita napakalaking tulong yung nakaraang 3 araw na na training na to, lalo-lalo na sa aming mga organizer. At makakuha natin talaga ang kumpleto ang corporate research kung saan talaga nagmula yung mga mother union.
With regards to the JustJobs training, for me as a coordinator of the Global Housekeeping Campaign Philippines, it is useful to me. A new way of approaching the issues, particularly the power mapping. I think that's a good point to me. I mean, the Housekeepers Council, which were those hotel housekeepers will eventually unite and address their issues collectively through new way of approach. I think we can use what we learned to the training and eventually, hopefully, we could organize housekeepers sooner or later.